Hi everyone, in this video I will show you how you can do a labor level transfer. Labor level transfer is required if your employees are working in different departments within the same day and they want to charge those hours in a different department or a different cost center. So when you access an employee's time card, you will see the column transfer. So this is the column that you will use to do a labor level transfer. So let's assume that on Monday, the employee comes and work from 8 a.m. and all the way till 5 p.m. So you can see that his at the bottom where you see the totals, you will see his primary labor account. So this is the primary labor account that the employee is working, which is his own uh, department he has worked, or maybe his own primary labor account. However, if he is working in a different department for a couple of hours in that day, let's say on Tuesday, he comes at around 8 in the morning, and at around 12, he works in a different department. So I will add a new row on the 17th, and I will enter my time where I was working different department, my start time. And under the search, I can click on search. Under transfer, I can click on search. And here in the labor account, I will go to departments. So you can have different labor account or the labor levels depending on the company structure. So in the department, you will see all the entries here. You can select which department you have worked. For example, if let's say quality assurance, and I will say I was working in this department as a technician. So in the job code, I can select my job code which I was working for those couple of hours in that particular department. And here you will see all the list of job codes that is maintained, and you can select whichever you want to. You can also do a quick search, something like this, which will help you to get your job code quickly. So I've selected my department and selected my job code. I will click on apply, and for the rest of the day I was working in that department. And now I have entered my time, and I will click on save. So now you will notice that from 8 a.m. till 12 I was working in my primary labor account, and from 12 to 5 p.m., that is the end of the day, I was working in a different department. So you can see that in the transfer I have this quality assurance and QA technician, and at the bottom under totals, if I switch to daily, let me show you how you can identify that in the time card, how the hours belong to your primary account and how the hours show when you worked in a different labor account. So you can see that on Tuesday, which is the 17th, I worked for 8 hours. So you can see 4 hours, 4 hours. However, there is an X in front of my account, primary labor account. There is an X, and that X shows that these 4 hours were worked in not my primary account but in a different account. So that is how you can do a labor level transfer using the transfer button. And when you're doing a labor level transfer, one thing that you need to remember is do not enter the out time. As you can see that when I was doing the labor level transfer, I just enter the in time and the in time of my hours that I've worked in different department, and the system automatically will put the out time in your primary labor account. And you can see that the punch is in purple color, which shows it's a system generated punch. If you try to enter the in and out and then you enter the in again with the same time, you will get an error. So just a tip there, not to enter the out punch in your primary labor account. And when you do any labor level transfer, as I said, if you were to pull up a report, and in the report if you see regular featuring twice, that would be because one of the regular hours is for the primary account and one of them will be for the other department that you worked on. Next day when you come, you will by default will be any hours that you work will be by default going into your primary labor account. So that is how you can do a simple labor level transfer. If you have any questions, comments, clarification, please put that down in the comments. Thank you so much for watching.